Well, good morning, guys. Here it is, Thursday morning. I believe it's August the 26th. And anyway, I hope you're doing well this morning. This morning, I want to share a devotional by a lady. Her name is Susie O'Neill. I just thought it was very good, too good to not share. And it's entitled "The Pearl." It says a grain of sand makes its way into the deepest part of the oyster. It's irritating and uncomfortable. What is amazing is that something so small as one grain of sand can cause so much pain. The oyster knows it can't be removed, so it will work to make it improved. First, it must embrace the irritant. Steadfastly, the oyster begins to cover the grain of sand with layer upon layer of its velvety protective substance. It takes a long time, sometimes years, to finish the work. It toils tirelessly in the dark and in the depths of, to transform the environment inside itself with a lasting testimony. From one painful invader comes a precious, valuable, one-of-a-kind pearl. From the struggle to the treasure, the pearl becomes part of the oyster's autobiography. The grain of sand can be anything that causes you pain: abuse, heartbreak, disappointment, depression, grief, illness, you name it. We all have one or more of them. Life has pain and setbacks. They are unavoidable. Some of us seem to live on a continuum where we seem to go from suffering to suffering. One day, what was once your pain will be taken by God and He will cover it with His divine protection, smoothing out the rough edges, giving it an iridescent shine. Maybe one day you'll open your hardened shell and your pearl can be offered to someone else. For in your suffering and in your brokenness, you can gain a deeper understanding and empathy for others. Your pain can become a promise, your struggle a song of deliverance. Perhaps you're spending too much time focusing on the sand and the irritation. Instead, focus on the process of the outcome. There are reasons we go through hard things. There are reasons God has to break us down. It is only after we have overcome that we can become co-workers with God. We live in a lost and hurting world. How can we help those who are suffering if we ourselves have not suffered? One pearl on its own is beautiful, but how much more valuable do they become as one by one they are strung together on the string of a necklace of our own testimony. Yes, something bad happened to you. You were hurt and irritated, but an oyster never injured will never produce pearls, because the pearl is the proof that the wound has been healed. I thought that was so true, of our lives. We oftentimes, like the oyster gets a grain of sand and it's an irritant, and it has to, cover it, in order to take care of it, but it becomes a pearl. And many times in our lives, when we go through those things that we suffer through, no matter what it may be, heartbreak or whatever, as it said, many times those things can become a pearl in our lives that we can use to help others. And, I just want to encourage you this morning. I know there are a lot of people that are hurting in a lot of various ways. And just remember, God is always using everything in our lives. Excuse me. He's using everything in our lives, no matter how irritating they may be, to make us into the people He wants us to be. And those things can become things that we can help others with many times. And so I hope that will encourage you this morning. I hope that you can be encouraged this morning. And anyway, remember, Angie and I love you guys very much. We're praying for you. And we'll certainly hope to see you tomorrow, Lord willing. God bless you.